study about the preamble of the constitution. Okay, अब what is the meaning of the preamble? Preamble का मतलब क्या होता है? Preamble simply means introduction to the constitution. Introduction to the constitution. ओके अब ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन प्रीएम्बल क्या है? प्रीएम्बल बेसिकली एक पेज पर पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की समरी है. यू कैन से इट इज सेम लाइक एन इंडेक्स टू अ बुक. Okay, some of the scholars have called it as a identity card of the constitution. Okay, so basically in preamble the summary of the constitution is written. Okay, preamble में क्या है? Basically preamble में पूरे constitution की summary लिखी हुई है. Got it? Okay, so आपने देखा होगा we the people of India. Okay, यहाँ से वो start होता है पूरा. That is called preamble. Got it? उसे हम preamble बोलते हैं. Okay, so we have studied about the preamble. Preamble means basically an introduction to the constitution. Okay, next we are going to study about what are the ये preamble जो है इसमें हमें preamble का source of constitution क्या है, what is the nature of the Indian state, objective of the constitution and date of adoption. Okay, so source of authority of the constitution means हमें कहाँ से inspiration मिली constitution के लिए. So basically from the people of India. Okay, source of inspiration for the constitution is people of India. Okay, and nature of the Indian state. अब Indian state का nature कैसा है? Indian state is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Okay, simple SSS, ये short form याद रखना है, SSSDR. Okay, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Okay, that is the nature of Indian state. We are going to look into the each word in details. Okay, but अभी मैं summary दे देता हूँ, थोड़ा सा hint दे देता हूँ. Sovereign means independent, means there is no external country controlling our country. We are free to frame our own policies, international relations. Okay, means we are independent. Okay, in terms of domestic as well as external affairs. Okay, then socialist means you can say welfare state. Okay, that there is a socialist pattern of economy, that there should be equal distribution of wealth among the society. Secular means the India is not having any state religion, or the state is neutral in terms of religious matter. Democratic, you know about democratic. Demo means people, critic means rule, means simply a country that is governed by its people. Okay, and also republic just because head of the country is president and it is elected one. That what are the objectives of our constitution? It has been written in preamble that objective of the constitution is justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. Justice, social, economic, political, liberty, freedom, equality, okay, and also fraternity, brotherhood. Okay, got it? So these are the objectives of the constitution. And date of adoption 26 November 1949. Okay, so ये preamble के बारे में है. Okay, these are the constraint of the preamble, you can say. Okay, got it? So preamble का मतलब क्या होता है? Simple सा. Preamble means introduction to the constitution. It is called as the essence or spirit of the constitution. Essence and spirit of the constitution. इसे essence and spirit of constitution भी बोलते हैं. Got it? समझ में आया? So अभी तक हमने preamble के बारे में पढ़ा है. Preamble that means summary of the constitution. Okay, so अभी हमने जो words दो देखे थे, that was socialist and secular. Okay, these two words has been added by 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट इन 1976। ये जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अपना बना था तब इंडिया एक सोशलिस्ट एज वेल एज एक सेक्युलर स्टेट नहीं था। इसको 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट के थ्रू 1976 में ऐड किया गया था। नाउ अब इसमें एक वर्ड है अमेंडमेंट। ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अमेंडमेंट? अमेंडमेंट मींस changes in the constitution, changes in the constitution. Okay, so changes in the constitution, that is called amendment. Got it? So through the in preamble, basically the word socialist and secular were added in 1976 through 42nd constitutional amendment. ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है। Now next we are going to study about the special features of the constitution. अब हम features of the constitution पढ़ेंगे। What are the different features of the constitution? Okay, so now first feature is Indian constitution is written and the largest constitution in the world. Okay. It has more than 395 articles divided into 12 schedules and 22 पार्ट्स। ओके, सो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है वो सबसे बड़ा है। ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्पेशल फीचर्स इज रिटन एंड लार्जेस्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इन द वर्ल्ड। ओके, गॉट इट? नाउ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज आल्सो रिजिड एज वेल एज फ्लेक्सिबल। रिजिड का मतलब क्या होता है? सिंपली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द अमेंडमेंट। अमेंडमेंट मींस, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अमेंडमेंट? अमेंडमेंट मींस चेंजेस इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, changes in constitution. Okay, so अब यहाँ अगर हम changes की बात करें, so some of the changes are difficult to amend. Okay, whereas some of the changes are very flexible, we can easily amend. Okay, अगर amendment की बात करें तो 3 types, एक simple majority, simple majority के थ्रू हम amendment कर सकते हैं। Then second special majority के through, and third is with special majority and consent of at least 50% of states. Okay, so at least हमें 50% states की परमिशन लेनी पड़ेगी। So see, you can see that some of the features of the constitution they can simply amend it। okay, हम simple, so it is flexible, simple majority से हम कर सकते हैं। so ये क्या है? flexible। whereas some of the features of the constitution they are difficult, for example they require special majority with at least 50% consent of the all states। okay, means 50% इंडिया में जो टोटल 28 स्टेट्स हैं उसमें 50% स्टेट्स को मानना ही पड़ेगा। मींस उनको अपनी स्टेट असेंबली से उसमें अमेंडमेंट को रेक्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लॉ में बन पाएगा, तभी उसमें अमेंडमेंट हो पाएगा। गॉट इट? So that's why it is regarded as it is also rigid as well as flexible. Third is sovereign state. Okay, third special feature is sovereign state. Now what is the meaning of the sovereign? Sovereign means simply independent, means we are independent to frame our own policies. Okay, whether be it domestic or international policies। okay, means we are not under the control of any other foreign rulers। okay, हम किसी दूसरे foreign rulers or any other institution, no one is governing on us। okay, we are independent to frame our domestic as well as international relation। okay, domestic as well as external policy। okay, that's why we are regarded as sovereign state। Next feature is socialist and secular। now what is the meaning of socialist and secular? Socialist, I told you, it is a type of economic system, okay, in which there is equal distribution of wealth। okay, equality, okay. So basically our you can say constitution that describe that Indian economy should be based on the socialist pattern, that there should be equal distribution of wealth. Okay, so and next is secular. Secular means state is having no religion, state is no official religion, state is neutral in terms of religious term. Okay, so यहाँ क्या होता है, अपनी कंट्री का कोई सेक्युलर क्या मतलब है, अपनी कंट्री का अपने देश का कोई ऑफिशियल रिलीजन नहीं है, जो अपनी कंट्री है दैट इज न्यूट्रल इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलीजियस मैटर. गॉट इट? So socialist as well as secular. Okay, अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था these two words that has been added by the 42nd constitutional amendment in the constitution. Got it? So next we are going to discuss about the parliamentary form of government. Now what is the meaning of parliamentary form of government? Parliamentary form of government simply means the power is vested in the council of minister. ओके, अभी ये किसी एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन के पास पावर नहीं है. द पावर इज वेस्टेड इन द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर एंड द प्रेसिडेंट इज ओनली द नॉमिनल हेड और यू कैन से ओनली टिटुलर हेड. ओके, सो इंडिया का जो यू कैन से गवर्नमेंट का पैटर्न है दैट इज पार्लियामेंट्री. ओके, दैट इज बेसिकली द पावर इज विद द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. In the case of no confidence motion, if the no confidence motion is passed in the parliament, then entire council of minister has to resign. Means simply they are having collectively responsibility. Means they are going to swim and sink together. Okay, एक साथ चलेंगे, तैरेंगे और एक साथ ही डूबेंगे. Got it? That is their combined responsibility. Parliamentary. Next is federal form of government. Okay, federal form of government means simply two form of government, that is one at the central level and other at the state level. So India is basically having federal form of government, that is basically at the union level it is central government, at the state level it is the state government. At the union level it is headed by the PM and at the state level it is headed by the CM. Got it? So that is federal form of government. Now next special feature is independent and impartial judiciary. Okay, so democracy के हमने three organs देखे थे. Democracy that was legislature, executive and judiciary. So basically these two are not independent. Okay, whereas the third in Indian constitution, third this is independent, means ये आजाद है, ये एग्जीक्यूटिव पर और लेजिस्लेटिव पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है अपने फंक्शंस के लिए, means they are simply independent. Okay, so that is the special features of the Indian constitution, independent and impartial judiciary. Okay, so if you look into the Indian judiciary, that is three tier. Okay, at the central level, at the state level, and as well as at the district or you can say local level. Okay, so basically judiciary is independent and impartial. Okay, so Supreme Court as well as High Court, they are regarded as protector of the fundamental right. Okay, Supreme Court that is regarded as guardian of the Indian Constitution. ओके, अब जुडिशरी के पास ये पावर होती है कि दे कैन इंटरप्रेट द लॉस विच इज मेड बाय द यू कैन से लेजिस्लेटिव ऑर्गन. लेजिस्लेटिव ऑर्गन्स और एग्जीक्यूटिव जो भी अपने ऑर्डर्स और लेजिस्लेटिव जो भी अपने लॉस बनाएंगे, इनको इंटरप्रेट कौन करता है? इनको जुडिशरी इंटरप्रेट करता है. इन केस if the laws made by the legislative organ is not in accordance with the constitution, then they can declares the law passed by the legislative organ as a null and void. Means उनको illegal judiciary declare कर सकता है. Okay, so Supreme Court that is the topmost institution Okay, so it is regarded as independent and impartial. Okay, so they are regarded as protector of the fundamental right. Okay, and also they are having special feature, that is judicial review. Judicial review का क्या मतलब? Simply they can review any, you can say, law that is passed by the legislative organ and any you can say order that is executed by the executive. Okay, so they are having special feature of judicial review, as well as they are protector of the fundamental right, and also they are interpreter of the constitution. Got it? So this is a special feature of the Indian judiciary. So next is impartial judiciary. अब ये impartial judiciary का मतलब क्या है? So basically judiciary is impartial, and impartial maintain और impartial रखने के लिए there are some special provision in the constitution. ओके कि जुडिशरी को किसी से दिक्कत ना हो, सिंपल सा मीनिंग ये है. ओके तो ये क्या, इसके लिए क्या किया है? बेसिकली जो ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस हैं दैट आर यू कैन से अपॉइंटेड बाय द प्रेसिडेंट. Okay, they are appointed by the president, but remember they are not removed by the president. Okay, president उनको elect करता है, but president उनको हटा नहीं सकता है. Got it? So first is impartial. This is special feature. Okay. Second, their salaries and allowances cannot be reduced during their tenure. जब तक उनका कार्यकाल होगा तो उनके कार्यकाल के समय उनकी ना सैलरीज ना अलाउंसेस जो भी उनको मिलते हैं उसको कम नहीं किया जाएगा. ओके, सो बेसिकली दिस फीचर्स, इन सारे फीचर्स के कारण बेसिकली इंडिया की जो जुडिशियल सिस्टम है दैट इज इम्पार्शियल. ओके, अब अपनी इम्पार्शियलिटी मेंटेन है.
So next we are going to study about the fundamental rights. Okay, so before that let's look into what are the rights. Okay, so rights are claim of a person over other fellow beings, over the society and over the government. Okay, right protect the minorities from the oppression of majority. Okay, so rights are guarantees which can be used when the things go wrong. Okay, so basically the rights are some privileges that is provided by the constitution. ओके, बट समटाइम्स क्या होता है कि ये जो अपने को राइट्स मिली हैं, फंडामेंटल राइट्स मिली हैं, तो ये क्या होती है, ये वायलेट होती हैं. ओके, किसके द्वारा? समटाइम्स द गवर्नमेंट वायलेट द और यू कैन से अटैक द राइट्स ऑफ देयर ओन सिटीजन. ओके, सो इसलिए हमें एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की राइट्स को प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहिए. Okay, because for the overall development of a citizen, fundamental rights are essential. Okay, there is a provision for the fundamental right for the citizen, and there are 6 fundamental rights in Indian Constitution: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, right to constitutional remedies. Although there are 7, one more has been added in the constitution, that is right to education. Okay, now so basically in case of violation, if your fundamental rights is violated, a citizen has right to approach to the high court or supreme court. You can either go to the high court or supreme court. Okay, so अगर आपकी fundamental rights violate हुई है तो आप डायरेक्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट या हाई कोर्ट आप जा सकते हो. ओके, सो दीज आर लीगली इन्फोर्सेबल, मीन्स दे आर प्रोटेक्टेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, सो बट वन मोर थिंग, ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड ऑफ इमरजेंसी देयर आर सम फंडामेंटल राइट विच कैन बी सस्पेंडेड. ओके, इमरजेंसी के टाइम पीरियड क्या होता है, कुछ फंडामेंटल राइट्स जो होती हैं उनको क्या किया जाता है, सस्पेंड कर दिया जाता है. So next we are going to study about the fundamental duties. Okay, so the provision of fundamental duties of citizen was added in the constitution by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. Okay, there are 11 fundamental duties specified in the constitution. For example, we are enjoying so much you can say privileges in the constitution, we are enjoying fundamental rights. So जो अब सो इसलिए हमारी ड्यूटीज़ है कुछ कि हम अपनी कंट्रीज़ के लिए कुछ फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़ करें. Okay, so there are some of the fundamental duties. Total there are 11 fundamental duties. First, to abide by the constitution and respect its ideal and institution, the national flag and the national anthem. Second, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for the freedom. Third, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of the India. Fourth, to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. Fifth, to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, regional or sectional diversity, to renounce practices derogatory to dignity of women. Sixth, to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Seventh, to protect and improve the natural environment including forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife and have compassion for the living creature. Eighth, to develop scientific temper, humanism and spirit of inquiry and reform. Ninth, to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. 10th, to strive toward the excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the national constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. 11th, who is a parent or guardian, to provide opportunities for education to his child as the case may be what between the age for 6 and 14 years. Okay, so these are the fundamental duties which should be performed by the citizen.
Now next we are going to study about the directive principle of the state policy. So basically in the fourth part of the constitution, some fundamental principle of governance has been described. Okay, so fourth part के अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल गवर्नेंस के कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल डिस्क्राइब्ड है एंड उस फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल को हम क्या बोलते हैं, डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्टेट पॉलिसीज. ये अपने लिए नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट फॉर द सिटीजन, दिस इज फॉर द गवर्नमेंट. ये किसके लिए, पहले आप ये ध्यान रखना, दिस इज फॉर द गवर्नमेंट. ये किसके लिए है, गवर्नमेंट के लिए. गवर्नमेंट के लिए ये बेसिक you can say basic fundamental principle means जब भी गवर्नमेंट अपना लॉस बनाती है, जब भी गवर्नमेंट अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस बनाती है, तो उसको कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ गवर्नेंस ध्यान रखना है. मींस ये जो गाइडलाइंस दी गई है उसी को ध्यान में रहकर ही लॉस, पॉलिसीज as well as programs बनाने हैं. So basically these are guidelines for the political, social and economic development for a modern democracy. Modern democracy के लिए जो ये political, social and economic development के लिए जो you can say basic fundamental principles दिए गए हैं, they are known as directive principle of state policies. Okay, now एक चीज आपको ध्यान रख लेना, although we have studied about the fundamental rights, okay, fundamental rights they are enforceable. Enforceable का क्या मतलब, they are in case of violation, अगर आपकी fundamental right violate हो रही है, you can easily approach to the court. But in case of violation of your directive principle of state policy, you cannot approach to the court. Means these are non-enforceable. Okay, whereas fundamental rights they are enforceable. ओके, मींस अगर फंडामेंटल राइट्स का वायलेशन होता है तो आप कोर्ट अप्रोच कर सकते हो, लेकिन अगर डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसीज का वायलेशन होता है तो आप कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते. ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है. सो बेसिकली ये किसके लिए, ये गवर्नमेंट के लिए. व्हाट इज दिस, सो दीज आर सम बेसिक फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल, बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स जिसको ध्यान में रखकर ही पॉलिसीज, प्रोग्राम्स और लॉस गवर्नमेंट को बनानी है, सो दैट देयर शुड बी अ ओवरऑल इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल एज वेल एज सोशल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सिटीजन। अब ये जो डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसीज है, इनका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? वेलफेयर स्टेट। ओके, इंडिया शुड बी अ वेलफेयर स्टेट। इनका अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि एक वेलफेयर स्टेट का क्रिएशन। ओके, दैट इज अबाउट द डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसी। Now, next we are going to study about the universal adult franchise. Now, what is the meaning of universal adult franchise? Means इसका सिंपल सा मतलब है कि on the attainment of a definite age, there is voting right for all. Okay? अगर एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड के बाद आपने अगर वो एज अटेन कर ली है तो आपको ऑल द एडल्ट सिटीजन इन द कंट्री इज हैविंग राइट टू वोट। ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल इंडिया में ये जो एज है वो 18 इयर्स है। मींस इफ यू हैव कंप्लीटेड द 18 इयर्स of age, then you are having right to vote. That is called universal adult franchise. Okay, तो इसमें यही ध्यान में रखना है कि once you have completed the 18 years of age, you are having right to vote irrespective of caste, creed, religion. Okay, ये कोई मैटर नहीं करता है। अगर आपने 18 इयर्स कंप्लीट कर लिया है, दैट मीन्स यू आर हैविंग राइट टू वोट। दैट इज कॉल्ड यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट द सिंगल सिटीजनशिप। ओके, अब इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने बेसिकली कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सिंगल सिटीजनशिप एक्सेप्ट किया है। मीन्स for the whole country there should be only one citizenship. Okay, means you can reside in any part of the country, you can buy property in any part of the country, the whole country belongs to you. Means पूरे country के लिए एक ही citizenship है। Okay, so all the privilege that is enjoyed in whole country, okay, or throughout the country. Okay, so Whereas, for example, अगर यूएसए की हम यहाँ बात करें तो यूएसए में ड्यूल सिटीजनशिप है। ओके, यूएसए में यहाँ ड्यूल सिटीजनशिप, इसका क्या मतलब? ड्यूल सिटीजनशिप का क्या मतलब? वहाँ दो टाइप की सिटीजनशिप है, एक जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की है और एक स्टेट की है। ओके, स्टेट एज वेल एज सेंट्रल सिटीजनशिप। मींस एक कंट्री के लिए और एक स्टेट के लिए। बट इंडिया ने ओनली सिंगल सिटीजनशिप एक्सेप्ट किया। ऐसा क्यों? सो दैट देयर शुड बी यूनिटी। इंडिया में क्या हो? यूनिटी हो। ओके, कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ना हो। Okay, just because India is having different caste, creed, religion, language. Okay, so Indian Constitution has accepted the single citizenship. That means if I belong to Madhya Pradesh, then I can buy property anywhere in the country, be it Delhi, be it Mumbai, or even Sikkim. Okay, got it?